Yeah, and can you kind of talk to us about the candidates' positions, how that relates to Marywood's Catholic values?
You know, that's a real difficult one because I know right off the bat, many people are going to say that Hillary Clinton, for instance, is not pro-life. And that's strictly against the Catholic social principles of being pro-life. On the other hand, you can't very well say that Donald Trump upholds our values either, because he is someone who has routinely put people down and has been biased and has been prejudiced in his speech and in his actions. And so it's hard to decide, you know, if you're trying to go strictly on religious values, it would really be hard to make a decision. So I think at a time like this, we need to weigh the realities, and we can't vote on one issue. We have to think of a larger picture, because I hate to say it, but it's almost like picking the lesser of two evils, you know. But I think we can't focus in on one issue and make that the target of our vote. We really have to look at the broader perspective and who would serve the common good to the best advantage.
Yeah, and as you were just saying, this election's been unprecedented. It's been outrageous at times.
Yes.
Can you kind of go into depth about the characteristics that you feel are supposed to be in a presidential candidate or president?
Yes. Well, I think a president is supposed to be a leader, someone who has high moral values and who demonstrates them all of the time, who respects people no matter who they are. Who listens to people and who knows what their needs are and wants to serve them, who is interested in the common good. I think the common good is very important, and in our country very often we don't even think about the common good because people are, quite frankly, quite greedy, and it's almost like people are measured by the amount of money they have, you know, how many billionaires we have in our country. But, you know, measure the billionaires against the people who go to bed hungry every night. And so I think we really need to think about the common good as leaders. And I think a leader who does that is in my books, the kind of a leader that we need. So high moral values, leading by example, charismatic in a positive way, embracing the common good. Those are the things I see as a good leader.
And even just beyond some of the Catholic issues in this campaign, in this election, what do you think the biggest issues that are hanging in the balance on who is elected?
Well, I suppose the Supreme Court justice issue is a big one. I suppose the immigrant issue is a very big one. I do wonder what Donald Trump will do with that issue if he is elected. But I think our country was built on the principle that, you know, people are welcome to be part of us, to join us. That's how we are here. You know, we have how many countries represented among our students here. And so I think immigration is going to be a big issue. And I do think healthcare, you know, is going to continue to be a big issue because Donald Trump, you know, repeatedly has said he would repeal Obamacare. And whereas Obamacare has had multiple flaws, I don't think repealing it is the answer. I think fixing it is more the way to go. So it is the issues they've been talking about. It's the issue of immigration, the issue of health care, and the issue of the Supreme Court justices and pro-life. I can't imagine, you know, I'm certainly not for abortion, believe me, but I can't imagine a president trying to reverse Roe v. Wade without having a big hue and cry among the people of our country.
For someone who might end up disagreeing with the final election results, or someone who might be scared of any final election results?
Well, I just think that we need to be reasonable no matter who wins tonight. And we need to just take a deep breath and sit back and let the governmental process take its course and see what happens. I think we should resist any type of violence. I think we should resist any type of retribution or vindication. there's no point in doing that. So I just would, my advice would be, let's just sit tight, let this play its course, and see where it's going to take us. And we just have to hope that some reasonable minds prevail.